May Grenth shield you.
Look at these glorious snow-dusted mountains. I love the Shiver Peaks. They're so magnificent. Can you believe the ancient dwarves thought this was a good place for a tomb? It feels so alive. Such a strange choice.
It's beautiful. But I'll admit, I don't know much about dwarves. What's so interesting about this tomb?
The dwarves are almost extinct, but in their time they knew a lot about the dragons. The Priory studies dwarven tombs to learn as much as we can. This tomb's completely unexplored. If there hadn't been a little earthquake, it would have stayed buried beneath rocks and ice. Kekt's old scrolls said this was the tomb of a dwarven prince. It might have... Uh-oh. Look at those dig marks. Dredge. Shoots and thorns. I knew the dredge would find this place. That's why I wanted to come right away. See, the dredge were once enslaved by dwarves. They'll destroy anything dwarven. Once this cave opened up, they probably flocked here like jackdaws to a bone.
Then we'd better hurry. Hey, do you hear that? Siren, watch out!
Not steal our artifacts!
Hurt. I am mighty!
Watch your step. These dredge are good at getting underfoot.
We heal as one! I am mighty!
That was interesting. Ooh, good find. The writing on this is certainly dwarven. Keep searching. Maybe we can find more. Another artifact.
You idiot!
This
We
has
were too
royal
late!
mark.
Attack!
This tomb was for nobility. Think we can find anything else?
We heal as one!
Raven's wings! No one was supposed to know about our expedition. Did Gix send you?
Send us? Sure. Gix sent us. That's why we're here. Gix. He sent us.
Much appreciated. When I see you back at the Priory, I'll buy you an ale.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Dwarf sympathizers, I'll bet.
We want to know the importance of this tomb. What can you tell us?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Come, let's show them the meaning of buried and forgotten.
Not much of a conversationalist, is he?
I need assistance. No more for me. That talking tree's gone crazy. Get it off me. I'll tell you anything. Just let me go.
This talking tree'll tear your limbs off, buddy. Is this all you found in the tomb, or did your people destroy some of the relics?
Those relics are nothing compared to... We tried to shatter it, but we couldn't. It was too powerful. Nothing could harm it.
Destroy what? Another relic? One like these?
Junk! No. It was a sword. We sent it to the southern ruins, hoping to find some way to destroy it. Death to the dwarves!
A sword? Maybe the writing on these relics will tell us more. I bet Gix can translate it. Let's head back to the Priory and ask him. Talking tree? That's the best he had. I'm more insulted by his lack of imagination.
Comrade!
Fight what cannot be fought.
Don't worry about Steward Gix. I'll handle him. He'll be mad for all of 3.5 seconds. Come on, we need to show Gix these artifacts.
Ah, Magister Siren. You've taken your time getting here. Come, introduce me to our new friend. Magister Siren. Yet again you neglect your duty to go on an adventure. You're completely out of control, you blasted weed. You're very lucky my expedition team needed your help to get out of there. I'm going to go easy on you. This time. But if I ever find out that you ever risk another novice's life on one of your little curiosities, I'll prune your ears. Mark my words. Ah, our newcomer. I'm sorry for all the trouble. Siren is something of a firecracker.
The novice did very well, Steward. Don't fuss. Look, we even recovered these unusual artifacts. Won't you translate the writing for us, Gix?
Don't wheedle me, you leaf-addled reprobate. Why I tolerate him... Oh, my goodness. This is fascinating. Tell me, was anything missing from the cave?
Yes, the dredge had taken a weapon from the cave. That's a wonderful guess. Guess something else, Gix. This is fun.
By the cogs of creation, they took the sanguinary blade. It's a legendary sword made of frozen blood. The weapon was lost when the stone summit dwarves vanished.
A sword made of blood? What kind of blood could possibly be made into a weapon?
The worst kind. Dragon blood. Magister, novice, you must find that blade and bring it safely to the Priory.
We're on it, sir. You can count on us.
These artifacts are amazing. The prince's name was Dagnar Stonepate, apparently, and he was tremendously famous.
Famous then, dead today. He's nothing but a bone orchard now.
We got a field request for copies of everything we have on destroyers.
We could fill 2 crates with scrolls detailing their diet and habitat alone.
What should I do?
Our field scholars require our assistance. You'd best get to work.
Look at this place. It must be tremendously old. Centuries, even.
Older than that. The Dwarven civilization lasted for more than 2,000 years, and this might be one of their first structures. It's so sad that the dwarves all turned to stone and went to fight the dragons. Sad, but brave.
The dredge brought the sword here to find a way to destroy it. We'd better hurry before they succeed.
You're absolutely right. First, we have to cross that windy bridge. I can use my magic to fly, but you'll have to foot it. Those flags and the torches flutter when the wind rises, so watch them carefully. Use the walls for cover. Keep your footing, go as fast as you can, and don't worry, it'll be cherry. Here we go. Watch the flags and use the walls for cover. That wind is fierce. Why would anyone want to live underground? If you ask me, both dwarves and Asura have some serious issues. I know these symbols from my Priory training. This is the tomb of Dagnar Stonepate of the Stone Summit Dwarves. Dagnar killed a human prince named Rurik, destroying the peace between the kingdoms of Kryta and Ascalon. That apparition must be the ghost of Dagnar's Drake Mount. I don't think it's noticed us. Ignore it and find a way to get up to that ledge. You never learned that trick. Huh. Well, looks like you'll have to climb. I think I see a path to the top. I'll mark it for you. Follow the trail of sparks. You did great! I knew you could do it! Whoever that Norn was, his friends took out this dredge. They took the sword, too. Nobody passed us on the way in, so they must still be in here. Maybe down this hallway. Let's go! Tomb raiders, as opposed to tomb researchers. We're the good guys, they're the bad guys. Get 'em!
I am mighty!
Intruders! Protect the dragon's blood sword! Feel the cut of the sacred blade, brother. May Jormag's strength fill you. Destroy them! I will escape with the blade!
I feel incredible strength coursing through my veins! Praise Jormag!
Let's do this, then. Stig Frostbeard. I've heard of him. He's a son of Svanir. They're dragon cultists, and Stig is a mean one. If he's got the sword, it'll be nothing but trouble.
Did you see what happened when the blade cut his friend? It turned that Norn into a monster.
I saw. That looked like dragon corruption to me. I guess the sanguinary blade really is made of dragon's blood. Gix was right. That's bad news for us, too. That sword will corrupt anyone that holds onto it for too long. Before we retrieve it for the Durmand Priory, we'd better find a way to protect ourselves from the corruption.
What about the sword's original scabbard? The dwarves must have made it strong enough to contain the blade.
True. But how do we find that scabbard? It might be easier to create something of our own, using Priory knowledge. Give it a rumble in your brain, and let me know when you've made a choice. There's always more to learn.
Onward!
Isn't it amazing? Hundreds of years ago, this was a proud stone summit fortress. They were a group of xenophobic dwarves, cruel, brutal, and unyielding. They're the ones that enslaved the dredge. Well, mostly. Now look at it. Everything it stood for, both good and bad, has been washed away by time. I'm continually amazed at Tyria's resilience. The stone summit kept their most valued artifacts here. The Priory retrieved quite a bit, until those nasty pirates moved into the area.
You think the scabbard's still down there?
I'm sure of it, novice. The question is, how do we convince the pirates to let us poke around? Buy them some beer? Oh! Convince them we're just shrubs!
I like the idea of convincing them, but I think we should use our convincing weapons. Come on.
What could possibly go wrong? I defy those pirates to stop us. You hear me? Defy! Let's do this then.
death.
We heal as one!
Give me a hand!
Now that's what I call combat archaeology. Well done, novice.
We retrieved the scabbard. Now, how do we find the sanguinary blade?
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot to tell you about that part. Oops. The Arcanist back at the Priory used a scrying spell to track Stieg. They told me that he's hiding near Black Baal's mill. We're also on double secret probation. Turns out Gix was mad about us not reporting after we went to the tomb.
Wait, we were supposed to report in? Sirin?
If we don't find Stieg Frostbeard soon, the sword will corrupt everyone around him. It'll turn them all into monsters.
We've got to hurry to Black Baal's mill. I'll meet you there. And Sirin, don't forget to bring the scabbard. The new and improved me.
Hello there, Norn. We're here from the Durmand Priory, and your friend Stieg has something that belongs to us.
We're just here for Frostbeard. Bring us the sword he carries and we won't hurt you.
Pathetic little bookworms. Stieg Frostbeard is mighty. He will attack Lion's Arch, and we will show you all Dragon's power. Stieg's blood sword is a holy relic of the dragon, Jormag. The dragon blesses Stieg for his faithful service. He will lead us to victory.
It's not too late. Please, think about what you're doing. The dragon may give you power, but in exchange, he's made you slaves.
Abandon dragon in his time of triumph? Why would we do that?
Lion's Arch is filled with innocent people. You can't do this.
They aren't listening, Novice. Time to switch to Plan B. Go get them!
I can barely stand.
We heal as one! I am mighty!
Why won't you just give us the sword? Is power worth so much pain?
Wonderful combination.
The dragon's blood blade cannot be defeated. I will destroy
Right!
you.
He's lost his mind! The sword will turn us all into monsters!
By the tree. No more polite discussion, Novice. It's time to kick some sod.
I am mighty!
I was not worthy of Jormag's sword.
Well done, Novice. The sanguinary blade is ours, and Lion's Arch is safe from Stieg Frostbeard.
It's hard to believe that Stieg was willing to see all his known friends die, just to keep the power of the sanguinary blade.
That's not hard for me to believe at all, Novice. It's typical of the idiots who serve Elder Dragons. The dragons are a blight. They don't care about anything but their hunger. Their followers are just bad. Even if we find a way to save the world from the dragons, I sometimes wonder if we'll ever find a way to save us from ourselves. When Gix told me I was going to be mentoring a new novice, I thought it would be an incredibly boring task. But you know what? I really like you. You're willing to try new things, and you've got a good head on your shoulders.
Thanks, Siren. I have to admit, this has been a lot of fun.
Cherry, come on, let's get the sword back to Gix. After that, we'll work on saving the world.
At last, the sanguinary blade. I shudder to think of the damage it would have wrought without your aid. You've both done well. Consider yourselves off probation. Further, novice, I hereby promote you to the rank of Explorer, with all the rights and privileges, etc., etc. I'd like you to continue your partnership with Siren. Perhaps you can keep this deciduous do-gooder out of trouble.
Thank you, Steward Gix. I'd be happy to collaborate with Siren. We work well together.
Poor Gix. You're just jealous that you're stuck in here being leadery and responsible while we're having all the fun.
Yes, yes. I'm sure that's exactly what it is. Be that as it may, I must rely on you two for another project. Your next endeavor is a research assignment involving one of the lesser races of Tyria. Do try not to teach them bad habits, Siren. Explorer, get a briefing from Siren, and choose which species you'd like to study. Now, go.
I have much to teach.